Towers here with the North Texas 750 stall, and you can see two water pumps on my cart here. So this is the original water pump. Right before the conditional last flight, I came back and I smelled a little bit of coolant, and I looked underneath there, and sure enough, that weep hole, there was fluid coming out of it. I didn't really lose any, maybe like just a few ounces, but it just kind of started, and that was right before my conditional. So I've removed the alternator bracket has come off, and now the water pump's off. So we're waiting to, I'll do that tomorrow with more light. Okay, so we are replacing the water pump on the Viking 130. I've got both of them off. The original one is this one right here. It was starting to weep out the bottom of the weep hole. So we got a little bit of weeping going on. It wasn't much, but it was enough that it's going to be an issue coming up. So I've got the new one. These are both Honda parts. Reading on the Fit Jazz forums, some of the ones built for Honda were made in Thailand. And I don't know, this may be one of the ones that are made in Thailand, but you can see there's a difference in the rotor color. So I've got that. And then, so in order to do this, it's not too bad. I pulled the alternator off. That was the first thing I did. So get my fingers out of the way. So that's been pulled off, and then had to pull the bracket for the alternator off. So we're still hanging by the one positive charging wire. I've taped that off, so in case I turn on the batteries by stupid accident, I'll have that not shorting out on me. Kept all the hardware in place. There's a little spacer bushing down here that's taped onto that. This has a spacer bushing here, spacer bushing that goes there, kind of on the opposite, or yeah, it goes on that side, opposite side, but that'll be in there. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. No. Okay, we've got the water pump back on. Don't on your bolts for the water pump, put just a little bit of blue Loctite on each thread, and then I torqued them to 100 inch-pounds on each bolt. And then alternator bracket has gone back on. This is awfully hard to see, but make sure that you get your spacers back right. So you got a big spacer there, you got the metal tie-in spacer, kind of oblong spacer there for the alternator. Then you have a an Allen key bolt going through the back of the water pump, and then there's about a 3/8 inch spacer right there, and the same spacer is on the very top bolt with an Allen key head socket head cap screw on the top of that, which is, you can kind of see it right at, no, that's not it, that's the bracket for the, see if we can see up underneath there. Yeah, there it is, right up in there. No, that's not it. It's up there somewhere. Anyway, it's one of those that you have to kind of find. Anyway, I got the alternator bracket back on. I'm doing a mod to the water thermostat, so we'll wait on the alternator going back on, and we'll do that here after a bit.